Hi, good morning, and welcome back here at Coffee Talk TV. This is Estela Nooha, your host, advocate on Financial Literacy 101. Okay, guys, fix your audio this time, sit back and relax, and watch our premiere for today because we've got a super interesting topic which will clear your mind and doubt on setting up your financial freedom goal. Okay, allow me to introduce to you one of a kind and professional mentor and coach who has been my mentor in the line of my life transformation and personal development. He is an engineer by profession and a PR here in Singapore. Other about him and his career, he will tell us. Finally, he is Coach Jovan Medrano, our guest for today. Okay, hi sir. How are you,
Hello.
sir?
Hello, Estella. I'm good.
Maybe you can tell us about yourself first.
Sure. Hello to all your viewers, followers. I'm Jovan, just like what Estella said. And yes, I used to be an engineer, but now I'm really focused on my coaching and training business. So I've been an entrepreneur now for about 9-10 years, and it's been an amazing journey. And so I met Estella in financial literacy. I'm one of her mentors, and we also went through some personal development. We did a walk, and then I was teaching her something about personal development, how to manifest things, and all these things, and that's how I got to know her more. So thank you for inviting me.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir, you are going to talk about or teach us about clarity.
Yes.
How are we going to achieve our financial freedom goal with clarity of purpose, plan, and responsibility? Would that be too long or too short? Or otherwise, take it all away.
So yeah, let's start with the first one. I think clarity. I think the reason why a lot of people are having trouble achieving what they want in life, they want to be wealthy, they want to be financially free. It's because they're not very clear on what they really want in life, right?
Yeah.
And not only that, so in coaching, if we were to look at and really be clear, it needs to be two main things, by the way. So the first is like, what do you want? What do you want to achieve? Like financial freedom?
Yeah.
Do you want?
Mostly, it should be supposed to be OFW should focus on their financial freedom while they are here working abroad, while they are strong. So the reason why people don't get to what they wanted is they don't have a clear mindset on their purpose, or they don't have clear plans, or what are the responsibilities so they're supposed to take.
Yep. So and everyone is different. So let's say, for example, when I met you, what you wanted to achieve is entirely different from the others that I met.
Yeah, I know.
Correct. So, and someone might want, like, for example, $1 million in their bank account. Someone might want to have just enough, like they would invest and they would have enough passive income, when they retire, all these things. So each and every one is different. So it needs to be very clear to you what you want at the end of it, like your goal. But that's not just one part, right? The second part is you need to be really, really clear where you are right now.
Yeah.
And you have to accept that. Because some of us will also have different status in life. So let's say, for example, someone might have a lot of debts, utang.
Yeah, utang.
And someone might be, let's say, for example, we know someone that is earning quite good, but that person is sending everything to the family at home, and nothing is left. So we need to be very clear where we are right now so that we can make some adjustment and changes to achieve what we want
Yeah.
in the future. So those two things. So those are the kind of like the basic.
So,
Yeah.
So, how are they going to set up their plans so that they can really start
Mm.
to the point in order to pursue their goal?
Good, very good question. So now when you are very clear, so you can write down in your notebook or journal, or maybe just having a conversation with people that you know. You get to be very clear on where you are right now, and then you become very clear on your goals. So you really write down. It needs to be very specific. It cannot be like, okay, I want to be rich.
That's
Okay.
all.
Like, what is rich? So someone might say, oh, I just need 500,000 pesos, and to that person, that's already rich.
Yeah.
And it's okay, by the way. So someone actually always thinks, oh, I want to be a millionaire, but do you really need to be a millionaire? Maybe you just need 999,000, right? I'm just kidding, but you know what I mean. So a millionaire is also very generic. So you need to be really, really clear. Like
Be
why?
specific.
Yeah, be very specific. Why do you need 1 million? Is it to buy a house? Is it to buy a car? Is it to pay for your kids' school?
Yeah.
So you need to be very clear, and you need to list down everything, right? So once that's done, you need to you need to understand. Okay, let's say for example, to make it easy, I need 1 million. You just write, oh, I want 1 million. And how much time and energy and effort do you need to achieve that, right?
Okay, I put the date.
Yes, put the date, and not only that, is it realistic? If you are earning, let's say, this much, can you save enough in order to achieve that?
Okay, that's one.
Yeah, so that's very clear. So once you become clear, so remember, once we become clear, then the how becomes easier, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
It
once it's
suddenly
clear.
becomes kind of like something that comes out. You don't have to struggle.
It will be easy.
Correct. So then there are other things to consider. Like once you set all of this, like, okay, how much time do I need? How much effort? Then you have to now make some choices in life. Whether, okay, do I want to save more? Do I want to pay my
Maybe
debts
put
first?
the amount also.
Correct.
How many in the month?
Yes. So you have to do your
achieve that goal.
budgeting. You do have to save, and in financial literacy, it's important to save, definitely, right?
Yeah, that's the basic.
Yeah.
The fundamental.
Correct. Because before you can even do the other things, maybe buy your insurance, and invest in
Yeah.
stocks, things like that, or invest in
Emergency
businesses.
fund.
Correct. You have to be able to save.
Yeah.
And so then after that, after you have done that, after you have saved, we know that saving is not enough.
Yeah.
So the money,
Most of the time,
Correct.
they say the saving is not just enough. Just
Yes.
putting your money in the bank.
yes, because the interest is not enough. So we have to invest. But remember,
But
remember, in investing, there's risk.
you have to learn.
Yes, exactly. You pointed the right thing. So, in order to reduce the risk, you have to learn. So you have to educate yourself on how to invest, what is the right thing to invest, because there's so many things that is happening out there, that there's a high possibility that you lose your money. Like, for example, people just do Bitcoin. Let's say, for example, without knowing what it is, how to trade it,
Yeah.
and then they lose money.
Then they lose money.
Correct. So that's just one example, but there's a lot more. So, so it's good to actually educate yourself first before you start investing. Yeah. So first is to save, and then to educate yourself, And then once you are educated, then you start investing and growing your money.
Yeah.
Yes.
So once they have all that, that will be clear already. Will
Yeah.
that be-
No. Oh, no. Okay. So a lot of times, right?
How are they going to set their plans so it will be clear for them to do the responsibility on that plan they have?
So responsibility. When we talk about responsibility, I think I want to step back because I've been mentoring and teaching financial literacy for many years.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I noticed is that out of, let's say, the 200 people that I teach financial literacy, maybe only 10 people will be doing it.
That is the saddest point.
And it's very small number, right?
Yeah.
It's very small number. And so why is that? So a lot of it comes what you mentioned earlier about the mindset. And so it can be, let's say for example, a certain belief that they have, maybe, even after learning all of this, the
And they're
concept.
still doubting.
Yes,
Yes,
correct.
yes,
And there's this doubting. What is that doubt? So they doubt that they cannot do it. They don't believe in themselves. And then probably another reason is that fear.
Fear. Yeah.
We know people who are scared to start investing or start putting their money into assets because they are scared that they will lose the money, which is normal because they worked hard for it. And we know, the helpers in Singapore, they really work very hard, and so they really earn this money and they don't want to lose it. But it's part of investing. It's part of doing all of this, the risk.
It's part to take the risk.
Correct. And so it's a choice. So in the end, we choose whether we want to stay the same
Yeah.
or we want to achieve what we want.
Achieve our
Yes,
financial freedom.
correct. So when we step back, then we have to look at, okay, is our mindset there? Is our mindset correct? Why are we doing this? That is important, right? What
Yeah.
you mentioned. Now we move into the purpose.
Oh, okay.
Correct. So what is the purpose? Why do you want to be financially free?
That's
That is-
why, sir, we are asking.
yeah, exactly. That is like, and each and every one is different. So, but a lot of people that I met in financial literacy, right? Not only in Pinoy-wise, but in other groups, is that it's about family. So that's one of the biggest reason is that I wanna like help my family. I wanna have my kids have a better future. Education, opportunities, all of this. So we have to step back and ask ourselves, why am I doing this? Because definitely achieving or being able to achieve financial freedom is a long-term game.
It's long journey.
Yes, it's not like after 6 months you will be financially free. I wish.
Yeah.
I wish, right? And maybe there are some people who are lucky that they invest in something and then suddenly they earn a lot. But you also need to invest a lot of money. But all of this you have to learn, right? But since it's a long-term game, and you need to know what will motivate you to continue to do this, because in everything in life, and I'm really saying in everything in life,
Yeah.
whether you want to start a business, whether you want to now in your career, it won't be smooth.
Yeah. I have to be tenacious in everything. I have
Oh,
to
I
be
love that
strong,
word.
even if nobody is watching actually, but I keep going because I have the desire to inspire fellow entrepreneurs.
Yes, and that's what I like about you. And if we also look at, okay, so now you're doing this, and not a lot of helpers are doing this kind of thing, right? Because some of them will be like shy, camera shy. Some of them will be like, oh no, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But what I really like about you is that you just do it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's me, sir.
Yes, exactly. That's you, and you have that mindset. Like, no, it's okay. I'll just do this, and whatever it is, it doesn't stop you. Like, some people might be thinking, oh, the quality is not nice, or whatever, you know. But you don't have that because you are very focused on, okay, I just want to inspire people, I want to help people, and so I want to do that by doing this. And we know that when we do a good job in this, it is possible to get paid for this. And so you are aware of that, but you are also doing this primarily because you want to help people, and I really love that about
Yeah.
you.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Ito talaga yung coach ko.
That's true, yeah.
So, of course, I really like, well, during our mentorship mo, my personal development really grows. And that I do things to help because I want to help. So, I focus on that. Even if I'm not already thinking of the payment or the revenue that I will get in. Because it's kind of patient.
Yes,
It
you need
is.
patience. Yes, you need
Yeah.
you need patience, commitment.
And I am thankful for that, sir.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. So I think that's why we kind of like align and understand each other, because we both want to help other people. Like specifically right now, what I'm doing, which is in this coaching and training, is really focusing on helping other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it seems like there's gonna be a rain.
It's raining.
Okay.
I recall one time when we have our webinar and you told us about BHAG. And that in my mind, maybe I could ask you, sir, to
Yeah.
teach her about BHAG
Sure.
again, because
Sure.
that is good
Sure.
in relation to clarity.
So BHAG is just an acronym. So it's a BHAG. So BHAG means big, hairy, audacious goal. So it just means a goal that is big enough that it scares you, but it's not so big that you won't do it.
Yeah.
And so it's basically it's a goal that excites you, kind of like makes you move, but at the same time it's just outside of your comfort zone, because we can always set a goal. Okay, probably earn 1,000 pesos, or maybe here in Singapore, I will save at least $50 per month.
Yeah.
And but it might be very very small, like okay, boring. So why not challenge yourself to have a much bigger goal? Okay, so when I was sharing in that webinar about BHAG, I was also sharing some pretty good examples where, let's say for example, the first time the man went to the moon.
Yeah.
Right? And so during that time, no one ever thought about going to the moon, and yet we as humans, we have the capability, we have the resources to be able to kind of do all of these amazing things, but it's only us that's actually stopping ourselves. And so during that time, what they did was like they set a goal. Okay, we will reach the moon. The mankind will step on the moon at this year.
Yeah.
And so when they said that, of course everyone was like, okay, this is really huge, and we have to, really do this, help each other to be able to achieve it. And so that's the beauty of having a BHAG, because not only you are inspired to actually achieve it, but when you share it with other people, then they will help you.
And you are challenged.
Yeah, of course, definitely you are
You
challenged.
keep on doing things like compelling things that as if you cannot, but you can.
Yeah.
The fear is, the fear is neutral. Just like you have fear, but you can do it.
Yeah.
But you are challenged to do it.
And I think for your viewers, I want to remind you that you actually can do a lot more than what you think.
Yes.
And I think that's having coached like now close to about 100 people. That's what is amazing about us. Like when someone comes in for my coaching sessions, and then they would, like come in like a very small person. They would go, oh, I have this problem, blah blah blah. And then by, after several sessions, 4 or 5 sessions, then they'll be like, wow, I can do a lot of I now I can do, I can see them expand and become bigger, can see more possibilities, and I really really love that. And everyone is capable of that, even you, while you are listening to this. And I hope you take this in, and it inspires you to be able to do more, because you can.
We can do it even if we are just domestic workers. We can. I can say that a lot of my friends are domestic workers, but we didn't. We just follow our coaches and mentors.
Yeah, so that's the other thing. It's important to be able to find a coach or a mentor, that can help you, go through the process. Because like what I said, right, you can only do so much by yourself, but you can do a lot more when you have other people with you. And so going back to BHAG, because you asked about BHAG, right? So BHAG, when you have that kind of goal in your life and then you share it, you just approach someone. You approach someone that you think that can be your mentor, and tell them about your BHAG. Like you can call them coach. Let's say, for example, oh, you can approach me, Coach Jovan, this is what I want. I want this by this time. Can you help me? And it is possible for you to inspire other people, and then they will help you. And you can see this. Me, I'm volunteering because that's what I saw from them. Like, I'm inspired that they want to have a better life. They want to improve their lives, not only financially, but also in their mindset, their personal development. So definitely, I'm there to actually help them. It's my pleasure. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Maybe you can sum it up for our viewers.
Okay. Yeah. So I think we started off with clarity. So I think it's always best to start to become very clear for yourself. So that's the first step. So be clear on where you are right now. What's your status in life, and be able to accept it, because it's okay. You can, it doesn't matter whether you are in debt right now or in negative when it comes to financial standings, because you can do something about it. So don't worry about that. So then be clear on what exactly you want to achieve, right? So that's clarity. So that's the first step. And then after that, because it's a long journey, once you become very clear, then the next step is you need to plan, your steps. And so now you have kind of like where you are now and where you want to go. And so you have to plan each step. Like, how much time do you need? What kind of things do you need? Is your income enough right now to be able to really save, and then maybe later on invest? Right? So you have to plan that step by step. And each and every one is different. That's why I won't be able to tell you, okay, save this much, right? And probably in your past episodes, you have already talked about that, those technical stuff. And so you have to try it out if it's good for you. So that's the second step, which is planning. And then the third step, since everything is clear, now it's time for you to do it. To execute, right? And like we mentioned, like you have this mentality of that, just do it. You are committed to it because you want to be able to inspire and help other people. And so in the third step, when you are executing, you need to understand what is your purpose. You need to understand your why, right? And some people starts with why, but in this case, you can start it on the third step, because the why here is kind of like your the thing that will motivate you to keep on doing this. Right? So that's the third step. And then the fourth step is to really adjust along the way. I think I didn't really talk about this a lot, but we talked about the challenges, because not everything will be smooth. So you need to be able to kind of like really make corrections along the way. Like, let's say for example, you started doing this, investing in stocks, let's say for example. After a few years, after you learn, you invest in stocks, but then it's not for you. Like, you're not really, you don't like it, you don't like doing the study, you don't like, choosing a company or a stock, and then you're not earning from it. Then why continue to do it? Just change. Like Estella, she has chosen a different path. But some people chose to invest, some people chose to trade, or maybe some people start their own business. So you need to be able to adjust accordingly. And of course, on top of that, so those are the steps. On top of that, we also talked about the BHAG, which is Big Hairy Audacious Goal.
That's my favorite.
Okay, that's good. So that's basically the summary of what we talked about. And I hope it's very helpful to your viewers.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Coach, for that ingenious topic. We've learned a lot today. Well, guys, keep up to fulfill your dreams and desire to achieve your financial freedom goal. And if ever you have a question, you can ask or you can comment on the comment section below. We will try to keep in touch with him so we can answer you back.
Yeah, and then you guys can tag me. I have a profile in YouTube as well, so I can answer directly as well. So no problem.
Yes. We will post the link below so that you can follow him and keep in touch with him.